friends, denizens of the internet, hello and welcome back to another exciting episode of Forza Horizon 4 over here at LostTimeGaming. I am Devo, and we are jumping back into the shoes of digital avatar me, who is sitting inside another one of my favorite cars. Again, I don't feel like it's correct to limit yourself to like, this is the only good thing in this entire group of items that I would love. No, you gotta be able to enjoy lots of stuff. So, what this is a Mustang STV Cobra. Now this is the Mustang that I think came out right before the GT and like the early aughts became really big, and I always enjoyed this car. I never got to drive it, but the look of it always seemed really cool to me. So what we're gonna do is take this for a spin. I feel like we're gonna do one last episode of this game here. We're gonna do a little racing, maybe show you how terrible the computer is at a drag race, because oh boy is the computer bad at that. I don't know if it's just I don't have the difficulty maxed out or what, but for whatever reason the computer has no concept on how a drag race works in this game, which kind of makes sense, because why would it? How would you explain a drag race to a computer? And it's like its purpose. Computer be like, I don't get it, you know? Computer would have no idea what was going on. But that being said, I want to make that turn, and I did. I wanted to turn, but then I decided sliding would probably be just as good. Alright, so just take a quick cruise around on the old Cobra here. And it's funny that this is called the Cobra when there's like a couple of vehicles that bear that moniker. While this is a nice car that I enjoy looking at, I wouldn't say it's the best of them. You know what I mean? There's probably better options if you're going with snake-themed vehicles. I mean, not even to say that there's more cars, you know, dubbed the Cobra. The Shelby Cobra comes to mind, but that's something totally different. But then there's also my other, on the list of my other favorite cars, we have something else, which was my original favorite car before, I guess, when I was still in kid mode. This was my ultimate favorite car as a young lad, mostly because it looked sick and it went really fast. This was another one that Gran Turismo got me into at a young age. This is the Dodge Viper, which I've read people that have actually test driven it, said that it's not that great a car. Now, again, that was, you know, 10 years ago, and said, you know, the floorboard gets hot once you go fast enough. I don't know if that's just because the car's so low, it's like generating air-based friction in between you and the car, but it just looks so awesome. Now, the thing I was talking about, snake-based car monikers, is a Viper, obviously. But if we go into the cockpit here, you can see when I hit the accelerator and it hits the red line, a little snake icon kind of appears on the dash. I don't know, you know, who took the time to develop that, but I guarantee you they did not get paid enough. That was probably a last-minute addition. Somebody thought it'd be really cool, and nobody checked them on it. I mean, it is cool, but again, that adds zero anything to this car other than coolness. And I don't know the current market value of a Dodge Viper, but they've always been really expensive. If you've ever seen a Dodge car commercial where they're like, oh, you know, we got blah, blah, blah is discounted up to blah, blah, blah dollars and blah, blah, blah cents. One of the things that you'll always see, one of those things that you'll always see in those commercials, in the little text on the bottom of the screen, reads that items like the Dodge Viper are not included in those sales, which is weird because I can't imagine a large amount of people are buying Dodge Vipers, you know what I mean? So you would think they would put them on sale just like everything else, just so they could sell a few more of them. But the Viper, much like a Jaguar of really expensive level, or even like I can't remember the other like British car company that makes really expensive cars that may or may not technically be worth it. Aston Martin, that's it. We're gonna drive something from them in a little bit as well. but I think we've driven enough in the Viper, and it goes fast, and it looks cool. That's kind of its only purpose in life. It's not really meant to do anything besides go fast and look cool. To be fair, that's a lot of cars in this game, though, but that's fine. 200. And I was going through the cars I had last night, trying to figure out which one was the fastest. If maybe one of the other ones I have would go a little faster than any of the ones I've shown already, and they won't. The fastest car I currently have is the 918 Spider from Porsche, I want to say. And it's very fast and looks very cool, but sadly, I think it was 266 was as fast as I could get that up to. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go find ourselves a race, because you got to have a good race every once in a while. Let's try the Colossus, just because that's good and long, and we can actually just shortcut there. Because shortcuts are fun. As much as driving around, you know, for long lengths of time is awesome, sometimes you just want to get to where you're going. And we have to change our car here, because I don't want to actually use that on the Colossus. What was I going to use? I've lost all memory. Memory wipe, it's gone. It's all gone. Well, let's use this to get there, just because I like the way this looks. This is the D8 GTO by Donkervort. Can only assume that's German or Swedish, maybe Danish. I don't know. I'm really terrible with the non-Romance languages, apart from, say, like Japanese. But this thing's pretty sick too.
Turn left.
I don't know what the purpose of this is. I can only assume this is like a car you would take to the track to race. You would not actually drive around in this.
In 400 yards, turn right.
But it is fun to drive. Mostly because it looks like a modernized version of like a wacky racer. You know, Snidely Whiplash should be driving this car.
Right.
I'm gonna turn right. I'm gonna turn right, I swear. There we go. Okay. Alright, now we just got 0.6 a mile. So the car I want to take on the Colossus is another hypercar that I haven't driven yet. And it was actually one of the cars that...
You have arrived at your destination.
It was one of the cars that I was given very early on in the game. I don't know if it was for winning a race or what exactly it was for, but it was just straight up given to me, which, you know, I'm cool with that. And it didn't show up here because I'm not driving it. It only gives me cars of that specific nature. Give me the Vulcan. Here somewhere. There we go. The Aston Martin Vulcan. Now this is an insane car that costs a lot of money that you would never actually buy because, well, I mean, I can't even begin to fathom the level of wealth you'd have a car of this nature with what appears to be, I'm not sure, but the body is made out of diamond plate carbon fiber, so that's fun. That's a couple of bucks. Okay, so let's hit this. We'll do a big long race and then we'll go do a little drag racing, maybe another dirt rally just for fun. Yeah, this thing's pretty sick, I'm not gonna lie to you. As far as cars go that are insane but would probably be a blast to drive, this would rank up there. I don't even know what that is, that orange car. What was that? Oh, there we go. This car also goes very fast and has insane levels of grip. As long as you stay in the road, you hit dirt or a bump and you're dead. Come on. There we go. Gotcha. Just accelerating into a curve like a madman. And you're out of there. Now the game tells me that I'm winning these races easily. And to be fair, you just saw me pass everybody in the race. But there's no wiggle room between the level of difficulty I have currently selected and the next tier up. I found that bumping up the difficulty one more tier, and there's a bunch of them, so you could find, like, you know, the level of difficulty you're choosing. The next tier up, it's impossible to get anything, you know, above 4th or 5th place, and it's ridiculous. I can sit there and do like a perfect lap, you know what I mean, using all available space, speed, power, and timing, and still lose. And it's like, okay, but I have a maxed out car. Like, the car physically could not be any better than it is. And the game's like, I don't care, you were not perfect. And that goes back to the competition kind of thing. It's like, I'm not perfect, I never will be. Ergo, I lose. Ergo, I lose. Which kind of sucks, but, you know, that's the nature of racing competitively, so to speak. Oh, that was a fence post. I needed that. Or not needed that, rather. Oh, we're losing it. There we go. It's alright. We're still good. We're still good. Let's go over the little river crossing here. Yeah, that's good for the $1 million car. I don't know if this car actually is $1 million, but it would not surprise me. Mostly because, I mean, just look at it. You know, it's like, how is that not a $1 million car? There's far too much engineering in something like this. I mean, look at the back end of it. Looks like it's got teeth. That's awesome looking, but that screams really, really tinkered aerodynamics. And anything that spends that much time in like a wind tunnel to get the aerodynamics perfect costs a lot of money. 200 miles up a hill, that's pretty solid. I once had a car that didn't even want to do 40 up a steep incline. I thought it was going to break down just going up the hill, and it wasn't even that big. Oh, don't fishtail it. Hold on there. There we go. There we go. It's just that easy, I guess. The real question is, how far away is everybody else? Very. Everyone else is very far away. Could it be it's because I'm doing over 200 miles an hour straight? But no, there's just a gap in difficulty in between the two settings. And there's all kinds of like smaller settings for difficulty that you can adjust. But all that does, it makes it more challenging for you. It doesn't actually like affect the drivers at all. And that's one thing in games I usually never add to myself, is intentionally added difficulty just for the sake of difficulty. Kind of like clicking hardcore checkbox in a game that you make a character, and it's like, why? Why? Why would I do that? It's like juggling loaded revolvers. It's like, just don't do it. If you've ever played Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater, where Revolver Ocelot juggles 3 revolvers with 1 bullet in them, or 1 bullet across all 3 revolvers, and then randomly pulls the trigger when he catches them in midair. It's like, yeah, Ocelot, that's great, but how many times did you shoot yourself in the foot mastering that technique? I'm sure it happened. You know, how many times did you drop a loaded gun and it went off and, like, ricocheted and hit you in the back of the head? Probably more than once. But here we are, across the line. In a hilariously expensive vehicle. Yes, clap for me. I am the winner. But we did get a nice amount of credits for that. Which I've noticed once you basically beat a large chunk of the races, you stop getting a lot of credits. Because most of your credits come from stuff like this. Where you just get, oh, here's 120,000 credits. Like, oh, that's great. But as you saw, even a super long race will only net you, you know, under 25,000. So that was the Vulcan, which is an insane car, to be sure. But let's take something else out for a change. What else do I have that's worth looking at? Well, I mean, all these cars are pretty sweet looking, I'm not gonna lie to you. All of them have their own kind of appeal and neatness to them. But I'm sure we can find something that's good and fun. I don't have any of the high-end McLarens, unfortunately. At least I don't think I do. Oh, this is another one of my favorite fancy cars from the early Gran Turismo saga. Now, in America, I'm pretty sure when this car came out, this is a Mitsubishi GTO twin turbo, but in America, I don't think it was... Oh, hey, hi, buddy. In America, I don't think it was called the GTO. I think it was the 2000 GT. And, you know, that's fine. But this car also had a really nice look to it. Oh, yeah, don't drive directly into the train. This car also... And you see I've changed the wheel color and gave it like a matte black finish. But this was also a fun car to drive. But what I want to do is go find... Drag race. Drag race. And now... Oh, I'm going to drag race against... the computer.
In 100 yards, turn right.
But apparently we're gonna do it on the beach, which I probably should be. Oh, whoa, we're losing. I probably shouldn't be driving this on the beach. Now that I think about it, we'll come up with something better when we get there. But I would say this is equivalent to Crispy Lettuce's Skyline GTR V-Spec. As far as just like random, you know, shot in the dark cars that you like, I really enjoyed this car, and it's not like a super, I guess, well known. Even though this and the Skyline probably are well known, but like not, I guess, a household name. Not everybody would know of them or understand what makes them good, because they're kind of obscure. It came out in an era where cars were really just cars. I remember commenting when I was a teenager that a lot of cars all looked the same in the early to mid 2000s, just because they were all designed to basically look the same. There was like no difference between any of them. And I don't know if that was just the nature of the design choices in that era or what. Kind of like how fashion. Like, if you ever watched people that work in the upper echelons of fashion, they make strange things that make no sense to a lot of people.
Turn right.
Oh yeah, we're not gonna take the road. We're not taking the road. But
You have arrived at your destination.
nothing says drag race like soft sand. Oh wait, no, that's inaccurate. Alright, so let's see how the Imp does here. Just because we haven't driven the Imp in a while, and it's always fun to drive. Yes, give me the Imp. Little car that... Hold on, let's take another look at that. It's buried up to the body, halfway up the wheels in sand. That's gonna affect its drivability. You know what I mean? All right. That's gonna affect its drivability. Alright, get back over to the drag strip. There it is. Actually, maybe we shouldn't drive this on the sand. But you know what? Let's see. Got anything else that might be better off? Take the old P50 peel. Nice. Let's do that. This is another three-wheeler car that I strapped a hilariously large engine into. Although I think I've showed you this already. I can't remember. I showed you the bubble car last episode, but I don't know if I showed you this one. Alright, let's hit it. What am I racing against? Oh, actual cars. Okay, well, this is gonna suck for me. Oh, immediately pulled to the left. And I win. Although, say I'm redlining this whole time, they might catch up. No, they're getting closer, but no, they stood no chance. And all the cars are basically rated the same, so they all have the same power. But that's what I'm saying about a lot of never tell me the odds, achievement unlocked. That's what I mean about the computer really having no concept of how that works.
You're pretty well respected on the drag strip, but how about we take this further? All you have to do is finish this. The ultimate drag strip. An idea from me and my crew with consultation from our own Jay Shah. Win here, and you'll be a Horizon legend, underground and over.
Wow. Alright, well, I guess we gotta go do that then. I don't think drag racing a P50 at 120 miles an hour makes me a legend, but Oh, nice. I got a new car. I got a new car. That's great. What should we drive to get there? Let's... I really enjoy, like, having all these cars, but I really only like driving the ones that I have modified myself, so I know they're super fast, but... Oh, that's right. I was driving this the other day when I was just kind of enjoying driving around. This is another car of a racing legend, and it's also buried up to the body in sand. This is the GT, and normally it doesn't have the wing on the back, but wings help you not fly off into the sunset. Well, I'll turn left, alright. And by turn left, I mean drive straight at the road like a madman. This is another car that would just get utterly destroyed by doing this. This car would not survive that. Okay, let's take a look inside this bad boy. It looks pretty sweet. Now let's go find us a drag strip.
In 400 yards, turn left.
We'll turn left. At 200 miles an hour. No, we won't do that.
Turn left.
Power slide. There we go. This thing's got a fair amount of grip. It doesn't like to drift. Though, to be honest, this car was not made for that. Like, on any level whatsoever. Yeah, you were in the way, sorry. That'll teach you. Yeah, there we go. Navigated that thoroughly.
In 400 yards, turn left.
Just annihilate that fence. You see, normally I could get a Yui going on a car around a bend like that, but this thing's like, nope.
Turn left.
Oh, I'll turn left. I'll turn left by turning right. No, we'll get there. It's just, hold on. Hold on. There we go.
In 200 yards, turn right.
Taking the old overpass.
Turn right.
Oh, we missed it again, man. Certain cars just do not like to stay gripped to the road, but that'll happen when you throw them sideways at 50 miles an hour. A lot of cars don't want to stay gripped to that road. So we got the quote-unquote, whoa, hey there, buddy, quote-unquote ultimate drag race going on here. That again, I will unfortunately have to display this. This game has no idea how that works, and I will utterly destroy everyone.
Take the 4th exit.
The Juggernaut. And the GT, the XJ220, like, no, I think we'll take the GT. Just because this car looks so nice. I love the swept angles on it, just it looks like it's a knife flying through the air. Looks like got a Lambo there. Start the Juggernaut. See who wins this. Oh, and wow, okay. Come on, GT, don't fail me now. Why is it snowing? That's no good. Snow is not racing's friend. See ya. Oh, okay, where am I going? I almost just drove right off the road at 200 miles an hour. That's not good. We got 230. Go, baby, go. 240. Oh, we're hitting a bend. Yeah, we're not dead. Okay. This is actually where I test the high speeds of the vehicle, so I guess this is the ultimate drag strip. As you can see, once again, there's cars off in the distance. They stood no chance. That one in front almost had a chance, but then it decided to not have a chance. I like how somebody thought it was amusing to stick Halo soundtrack into the classical radio station. I mean, I don't know if you're aware. Oh, we just won a 911 Porsche. That's fun. If you're aware.
You're through to the next round of the drag strip.
I thought that was the ultimate drag strip.
The engines are getting steadily bigger. Nothing you can't handle, right?
I guess. I don't know. I cannot handle a lot of things, just in case. Let's see if we can find something else here to close this out. I was gonna say we'd leave it there, but we still got a couple of minutes yet, and this is probably gonna be the last episode of this I'm gonna do, so might as well do it with the slightest flourish of style. And by style, I mean total lack of styles. We drive a Ford Focus, but it's pretty solid. Again, it's got a really nice like digital heads-up display there, though. Where am I going? I just realized I picked a car and I didn't even like pick a direction to go. Oh boy. Well, I guess we should do a race and not drive around like nonsense. Let's see. I guess we could showcase one of these weird things here, like where we race a hoverboat. That would make sense, I guess, right? Do I have any close by places? No. No, I do not. Which means we're going to have to drive there. We'll take the... How far away from... Oh, I'm really far away from that. We'll just teleport there. Instant transmission style. And we'll drive away like a madman. I did not actually put a waypoint to the race, because I'm an idiot. There we go.
In 200 yards, turn left.
Turn left by turning right. Well, that kind of worked. It didn't work. It did not work. I like the little turbo gauges there up on the dashboard. 5 miles. That's forever. It's the other side of the planet. It's not, actually, now that I think about it. Woo, that's us dead.
Turn left.
That's us dead. Turn left.
Turn left.
And we're left. Just use those buildings to steady ourselves. Now, suffice to say, the Ford Focus is not the loveliest of vehicles. There's a certain appeal to it, sure.
At the roundabout, take the second exit.
But it's just like a hatchback on steroids is how I describe the look of it. Now that's not what it is, but still it's got that feel. I remember when I was a mid-aged teenager, you know, legal age to drive teenager, we'll put it that. A couple of my friends were big into like the Honda Civic scene, and I never understood that. I mean, I get there's a reason, a time, and a place, and a draw for it, but it's just, it was never my thing. You know, in a racing game, the computer should really be like, it's a 90-degree turn, come to a dead stop or you're going to die. Like, okay, well, we're going backwards while going forwards now. That's pretty fun. There we go. We're getting there. We're getting
400
there.
yards, turn right.
Turn right into the tree. Nope, we got it. We got it. Oh no, we gotta go up a mountain now.
Turn right.
Oh good. The road kind of just disappears anyway. That's handy. Nobody needed that road anyway. Now we gotta climb this mountain. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be winning this speed trap here. Oh, and we're sideways, We're good. We got this. We're all good here. I don't think this car enjoys this terrain too much. Yeah, we're off the side of the mountain. That is unfortunate. Come on, get up there. This little car would not be doing this in the snow, for the record. That is straight up just a falsity. I've had big cars, I've had small cars, and the snow will wreak havoc on all of them to a certain extent. And just slide right into you, that's fine. You know, the GPS says it's only 600 meters away, but it just feels like forever. Don't slide off the mountain, we're at the top now, jeez. Just trying to get to this racing thing, and it's the biggest challenge ever.
have arrived at your destination.
No, not the skill points, you fool. No, back it up. There we go. What do we get to ride? I don't remember. I don't think it's this. I think it automatically chooses a vehicle, yeah. A souped up Toyota off-roader. Nice. Versus the Behemoth. It's huge. It's huge. All right, let's hit this, and this will wrap up our experience here with Forza Horizon 4. Maybe someday I'll actually have money and I'll pick up the DLCs, but until that happens, this is gonna have to suffice. Oh yeah, whoa. That thing moves really fast for being that large. I just want to go on the record. Yeah, boom! Nice, made it. Oh yeah. I've always wanted a vehicle like this just to have, but it definitely falls into that category if I would need like all the money ever to ever actually want to buy one. Not that I'm not a truck guy, it's just that I'm not a truck guy. Not in the sense that I don't like trucks, just that I think there's way more interesting vehicles to purchase than a truck. And I don't, own my own business or move a lot of stuff, so why would I have one? Yeah, look at the hover tank is just kind of destroying everything. Oh, you're going through the woods? Why can't I go through the woods? Oh, don't you do it. Come on, get out of the way. That's cheating. That's cheating. It must be really fun to drive one of those, though. Both equal parts fun and totally nerve-wracking. Because the downside to oh, we screwed that up. The downside to a hover vehicle is that you don't have grip, per se. You're, flying above the road. So when you say, oh no, I make a turn and I've overshot my mark, you don't have many options. You can see that's kind of why it's sliding all over the place. Because you can build up speed, but at some point, more speed means less turning. And every ounce of speed you get, there's a little less ounce of turn. You go flying sideways through a concrete barrier. Oh no, we really slowed down there. That's not good. Something tells me I'm about to lose. Oh, pulled off at the last second. Nice. Hold it off, brah.
Nice. 4 wheels beats 2 fans and a big air mattress any day of the week.
Sure.
I never doubted you for a second.
I did. That's just me. So, that being said, that's all the time I have for today's episode today. Thank everybody so much for watching. This has been another exciting look into the world of Forza Horizon 4. Now, as I said, that's going to be it for... That's going to be it for the little series that I'm doing on the channel. And like I said, maybe someday I'll pick up the DLCs and we'll revisit this. But until that time, that's going to be it for Forza Horizon 4. So, if you enjoyed the video today, feel free to leave a like, leave a comment, get subscribed. Let me know down in the comment section below what you thought about my gameplay, my commentary, or anything else in general. That being said, thanks for watching. As usual, I'll catch you all on the flip side.